Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Chris here, and thought I would do a little show and tell. More show, lots of tell later on as we kind of get into it, with its own separate video for each one of these guys. But it's always a great day when you make a trip to the liquor store. You never know what you're going to find, um, and and there's always really great deals on things you may want. And case in point, this guy here was on sale. First time I had this one here was in my Masonic Lodge many years ago, and absolutely loved it. And it's always been going up in price, like everything else. But this one here was about $23 off, so really good price on this one here. This is a really nice Scotch, Scapa, the Orcadian. It is a an Orkney Scotch, kind of like very similar locations to the Highland Parks, but very nice Scotch. Kind of a peaty type of Scotch, but not like a Lagavulin or an Ardbeg or Lafroig or something like that. But really nice Scotch. Really nice, elegant box and presentation itself. So that was one of them that I picked up. I just got that guy the other day. And like I said, I'll be doing reviews on every single one of these bottles here. So this one over here. Second one here. Wasn't on sale, but it was brand new and very limited release. This is the Cavassier Avant Garde Bourbon Cask Edition. I'll get into it as we kind of open it up and enjoy it. But yeah, fairly limited release on this one here. So really looking forward to trying that one out. I love the VS, the VSOP, and pretty much anything else I've had from Cavassier. So not a whiskey, but it is in bourbon cask. But I really do like brandies and cognacs and things like that. So this guy here, this was actually on sale, and it's brand new, and then they put it on sale right like within a couple of months of it coming in. So I thought, well, I'll pick that one up. Um, and this one here is the 10-year-old triple barrel Wisers. Triple barrel was really good. I had that a couple years ago, first time at our spirit release for Whiskey Fest, um, back in 2020, I believe. So I haven't tried this one yet, but I really like the deluxe, the cheaper version. I mean, these are cheaper whiskeys. The deluxe was really great. The triple barrel is really great. And now this has got an age statement on it for 10 years old. So I'm really looking forward to trying this one out. So we'll definitely be opening this guy up, do a full review on this one as well. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. So, and it was on sale too. Really good deal. Like I think it was like almost like $8 or $9 off. So like mid-20s for the bottle. And this one here was on sale. This is one of my. I'll get his big brother down. I had a buddy over the other day, and he has never had this particular bottle, and this has gone up insane, like insane. Like it is. It's even in Calgary, where I get a lot of my booze from because it's cheaper. This is a $200 bottle now, and when I was buying it, I think it was 149. And I got so lucky. Craft Sellers, the company that I buy from a lot, that and BSW. But I got an email from Craft Sellers one day, and it said return of the lag, and they had this on a Lagavulin 16, like just one of my all-time favorite scotches. If you like bacon and peat and smoke and caramel and that burnt toffee brown sugar flavors to it, especially like that crispy fried bacon flavors. Like this is an amazing scotch. But yeah, my buddy Dan was over, and he'd never tried this before, and I hadn't opened this bottle yet because I've gone through like two of them already. So this is my third one. And I ended up buying like 3 of these bottles at craft sellers, but they were only like $90, and now they're 200. So it was like I won the lottery the day I got that, and I think they were limiting it to like 2 or 3 bottles. So I bought max out, but I ended up getting 3 bottles. So I was so happy I did that because now they're $200. But anyway, this guy here, this was the one that was on sale here at the Manitoba Liquor Commission. Normally sits about $146, and this was like half the price. Like, it was so cheap. And this is a really, really, really nice bottle of Lagavulin 8-year-old. Not quite as complex as the 16, because it's the the longer a Scotch sits in its casks in the barrels, it kind of mellows out and things meld together, and it's kind of like when you're a young kid and teenager, you're full of, you can kind of do anything, and you're a little more outgoing, or just a little crazier. I mean, I know what I was like when I was in my teens and very early 20s, and oh God, thank God they didn't have social media back then, or things would be very, very different.
Boss, let me get 2 burgers on the store. Get that quick. And 2 chips as well.
What is the smell of wee in here?
And so that's kind of like what this Scotch is like. It's really, really, really good. Like I said, not bad at all. Really good. Lots of flavor to this one. But as they get older, you kind of mellow out and you become a little more refined. And that's kind of like what a Scotch is. It's kind of like, this is like, hard smoke and peat, and it's in your face. Whereas this one here, it's just, really kind of mellowed out, chilling out. It knows it's good, but it doesn't have to show off that it's good. And it's kind of like that. But they're both incredible. And it's same person, kind of thing, like when I was younger, I haven't really changed. I'm the same person I was when I was little. You have good parents, they raise you right, teach you right from wrong. But you're having fun as a kid, right? But as you grow up to be an adult, you're still the same person inside. You just, I don't feel like jumping off of roofs of houses anymore, or surfing anymore, or just doing the dumb things that I used to do, that I considered was fun, back then. But now, a little older, you things change, your priorities change. So, but that's just like these 2 Scotches here. This one here, this is a special whiskey they made a few years ago for us here in Winnipeg, and this is from Wiser's, and this is called the Wheatfield Gold, and this is amazing, really, really, really good. First time I tried it was back in 2000 for Whiskey Fest. I bought the Wiser's little box because we couldn't do anything because of COVID. So it came in a 4-pack of whiskey. So there was like the 15-year-old Wiser's, same bottle as this guy, the Wheatfield Gold, and then it had the Deluxe and the Triple Barrel, just in bottles that look like this. So, and then they gave you a little pin code. You went online and you kind of did the whole tasting thing live, and everybody was like signed in and everything, and it was really, really, really cool. Super enjoyable. Super good friend of mine, Dan, and I did this together, and it was so much fun. And the 2 of us, we did a whole bunch of different tastings and stuff. So we bought quite a few of these little boxes, and then we brought Dan's dad in and his nephew, and a good buddy of ours, Dennis, came in and did it with us, and it was just a lot of fun. But this was my first experience with the Wheatfield Gold, and boy, I tell you, it was really, really good. I was incredibly impressed with it. So we finished that off like a long time ago, so I had to go get another bottle, and it's gone up a little bit since then, but always been impressed with Wiser's. Everything I've ever had from them has been very, very, very good. Dr. Don Livermore, who is the guy who makes this stuff. He's an actual doctor. He's got a doctorate in making whiskey. Super cool guy. I've never met him myself, but I've seen lots of them online and with other YouTubers, and I've always been impressed with his work and his work ethic, and the cool stuff that he comes up with. Just really, really, really interesting. So I can't wait to see the next thing that he comes up with. So that was another trip to the liquor store, and this is the last one here that I've got to show you for today. I just picked this one up yesterday, and this was brand new to the liquor store as about maybe a month ago, and can't believe it's this cheap, because it's only $4 more expensive than the 12-year-old, and this is a 16-year-old Aberlour. So I know for a fact this one's going to be going up in price quite a bit. So I thought I should get this one here before the price starts coming up, and this is a very, very, very good Scotch. I've had the 12-year-old at my house. I had a big party. We had a 12-year-old there. Had a bunch of my Masonic friends over. They're all big Scotch guys as well. Had a great time with that. And so I mean, the 16-year-old's got to be amazing. So, and everything I've read has been really, really, really positive about this particular Scotch. So I thought I should get this here before it starts going up. It's kind of like an investment into the future. You're hedging your bet because you know it's going to be going up. So, so enjoy it while it's still relatively inexpensive. So yeah, anyway, those are the bottles that I've got over the last little while anyway. I know our spirit release is going to be coming out here next month, I believe. So I will be doing a video of that trip, maybe a whole big video of that, the whole experience and stuff. Last spirit release we had was just awesome. It was so much fun. It was you're kind of hanging out in line with the guys, meeting like-minded individuals, people you've never met before, seeing old friends, and just kind of hanging out. And then we're all in there together, hanging out. Of course, everyone's grabbing bottles that they want. But then once you kind of got everything you need, because it's business when you get in there, and but they're also helping out. Like, hey, this is only one per bottle. Do you want one of these? Yeah, I do. Hey, do you want one of these? Yeah, that's great. And it was just like that. And it was I went through and I was buying everything, and the total came up, and I'm meeting everybody in there. So now we're all kind of like become friends. And this other really cool guy, he's part of the Winnipeg Whisky Club. He's like, oh yeah, you got to come out to one of our meetings, and so I did, and met Mark Kaufman there, and he kind of runs the show there. But the fellow that I met before that, it was just really cool. But anyway, I'm paying for all the stuff. Total comes up, and everyone starts clapping, like the whole store, everybody in line, they're all clapping, even the employees. And I didn't really spend that much money, but I had a few more bottles than the other people, I guess. And I'm like, oh, like, don't encourage stupidity here, folks. Like, and they were all laughing and stuff. And then we went and hung around outside the parking lot. We were out there for about an hour just talking. So it was just amazing. So I really can't wait for our next spirit release. So because we've got really cool guys in this fun little kind of, I don't know if you call it a hobby or not, but it's just fun, and it's just great. And I mean, and you get a bottle or whatever, you get something like this. You're not going to be like downing it, or at least you shouldn't be, because that would be an unbelievable waste of money. And then some of the guys that might be a little more serious at it look at you a little weird. So when you have something like this, or a nice cigar, or a really nice glass of wine, or good rum or something like that, it's an investment in time, because you're not guzzling this thing down. Like when my buddy Dan and I get together, we'll do like 4 or 5 different bottle samplings. We're having like half an ounce each, maybe an ounce at the most. But we'll spend the entire evening just talking, and same with my other guys, you guy friends and friends of mine, or girls, that are into whiskey. It's just an investment in time, So you're taking your time, you're enjoying the drink, whether, like I said, it's a glass of wine. I'm the same way with a glass of wine, you're smelling it, enjoying it, and taking time with it, noticing kind of all the smells and everything that you're getting out of it, and then you're just enjoying somebody's company and enjoying the time to enjoy something that somebody's handcrafted by hand, and created something really, really cool out of nothing, for your enjoyment. So you don't want to rush something like that, and you certainly don't want to rush a good conversation or a good moment with a good friend, maybe your father, grandfather, brother, your son. Like, who wants to rush that? And that's the great thing about this kind of stuff. It tastes great. You can learn a lot from just hanging out with other people, and like it's a good time. So yeah, so that's what that one looks like. This one here doesn't have a canister at all, so I don't know, like that. We'll open this guy up here. Show you what this bottle looks like here. This is just a basic standard Lagavulin 8-year-old. But we'll be doing tastings and everything like this. And if you're in the area, I'd love to do a tasting with you, or maybe we can even do something, maybe a virtual tasting online. If you guys are into that, maybe we could set something up. Like a group of us online. That might be kind of fun. I'd be totally down with that. And this is what the 16 looks like. Like I said, this is something I've had for a while. This is how much we had that night, but it wasn't that much. Like, it was just a really great evening. And this is definitely not a Scotch you want to down. And you don't really want to be drinking it right away as soon as you open it. You want to kind of let it breathe and air out, and just kind of let it breathe. I mean, it's been in a bottle for a long time, and it's been sitting in a cask for 16 years. You want it to take a little breath and kind of bring out all those flavors and smells to that particular Scotch, and not rush that moment. And I'll open the Scapa here for you too, so you can kind of see what it looks like. Like I said, this is the box here. Zoom in on it a little bit here for you, so you can take a look at it and read it a bit. You can see when it's been bottled and the batch number on it, and each one's different, of these guys here. So that's another kind of a cool thing. So if you get these individual casks, and it comes from a different batch or a different cask, each one is going to taste a little bit different because each cask is a little bit different, right? So no two are the same. So that's another kind of a cool thing about this stuff. And this is the Scapa here, right? The Arcadian. And the Orkney Islands. It's a cool location, right on the ocean, and the closest land that's not Scotland to the Isle of Orkney is Denmark, and that's where my family's from. So I think the story was, I think it was the princess of the Orkney Island was married to the Prince of Denmark. So very Scandinavian influence, Danish influence to Scotland itself, but as well as the Orkney Islands, and that's why Highland Park has kind of renamed itself to the 12-year-old Highland Park anyway. Renamed itself to Viking honor, and a lot of the stuff there, like the Valkyrie, the Valknut, the Valfather, all that kind of stuff has kind of become, very Viking oriented, because it was very Viking kind of visited, you know. And you never know, maybe one of my ancestors from Denmark made a trip over to the Orkney Islands. Maybe he or she had a, you know, boyfriend or girlfriend over there, or friends or whatever, came over for a visit, maybe pick up some scotch before they did their road trip over to to England. I'm sure the English really loved it when the Vikings would show up to hang out. Yeah. So anyway, but yeah, this is kind of the lineup here of some of the most recent stuff that I picked up, other than the Lagavulin 116. I've had this one for a while, but I thought I would show it side by side to its crazier little brother here. So, or the crazy little sister. But yeah, so we'll be doing tastings of every single one of these here, and we'll be doing individual videos every single one of these bottles. And it might be kind of cool if, you know, maybe if somebody's got the same bottle, maybe we could, you know, or maybe arrange an online tasting night together. You know, that might be kind of fun. I'd really, really like that. Yeah. So this is the latest lineup of my pickups at the liquor store, my trip to the liquor store. So yeah, there's going to be lots more to come, and I'd really appreciate it if you liked and subscribe to this channel. And there'll be a lot more giveaways, lots of other fun stuff to come, and lots and lots and lots of scotch and rum and that kind of stuff tasting. So thanks for watching. Take care, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.